come back to a 5. I cannot overemphasize that the parameters for intensification as this is coming to the Florida coast are all there. This is opposite of Katrina and Rita. Remember, both of those were 5s and fell to 3. This is 5, fell to 4. It's coming back to a 5 tomorrow. And the current track that we have takes it across the upper Florida Keys, and this could cut the Florida Keys off completely. The last time a storm this strong went into the Florida Keys, it looks to me, it was 1935. That is a legendary hurricane, blew trains off the track in there. I cannot overemphasize how bad this storm is. Now, for the east coast of Florida, there is a little glimmer of light here in that the storm is shifting west. The path looks like it's shifting west. However, that means that Naples, Fort Myers, Sanibel, all these places are under the gun for the threat of the direct hit by a catastrophic hurricane. It will be as bad as we've seen hurricanes in Florida, and it rivals some of these storms that we saw. I brought up 1935, the 1940s, the Great Miami Hurricane in 1926. All these storms, it's almost incomprehensible as to how much damage they did. And yet, if you look back at it, you see that this storm is sort of old school, a throwback to the past, and here it comes.
But, I mean, Hurricane Irma is now responsible for at least 14 deaths as it bears down on Florida. It's been downgraded now to the Category 4 storm, but tell us what you're expecting this weekend when Irma actually makes landfall in Florida.
Well, that's what I was trying to say, that I expect this thing to come back to a 5.
You do?
I don't think it's reached its lowest barometric pressure yet. We judge the core of the storm meteorologically by its barometric pressure, and that went down to 914 millibars. This may go down to 900 millibars or lower by the time it reaches the Florida Keys and the south coast of Florida. And so what this essentially means is that people should not say to themselves, oh, it's a 4, it's coming down. A 4 is a very destructive storm. You saw what Harvey did. This is coming back, and this is probably going to be one of the top 2 or 3 strong storms to ever hit Florida. I can't say it any differently. Right. So there's not much else to say except we got to try to nail the exact track, and it looks like it's a little bit further west than yesterday at this time.
Yeah, are you impacted if you're all the way inland in Florida, Joe, real quick?
Oh, yes. This storm, it'll be a 2 all the way up to Orlando, and I've never seen a storm inland that far at Orlando as a Category 2 or 3. It'll finally become just a tropical storm in Georgia and then rain itself out early next week. Wow. Not as bad as Harvey over the southeastern United States.
Joe, thank you. Joe Bastardi joining us there.
My pleasure.
With the latest.